Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to be buffing a religion, and a religion probably most of you, if you play CK3, don't even know about because it almost never makes an appearance in the game, but it does start in the base game. What religion are we talking about? Oh, well, I'm glad you asked because I cannot pronounce it. It is a faith that is the Zoroastrianism. I hope I pronounced that right. I did maybe like 15 minutes of practice, and pretty much this is one of the oldest faiths that's still practiced today. It's Iranian. It's very popular. So there's only four places that have this religion, and 3 of them are under other people's rule, and the only nation that's independent that has this religion is Gillen. So we buff Gillen and we buff the other nations, we buff their culture. So hopefully we see this religion that actually is just in this one spot here really spread. There's other religions that also follow this that are still organized Zoroastrianism, but there are no nations that follow it. So the only nations we could buff were these 4 nations here. So hopefully they do good and spread this religion that we almost never see. If you like this video and want to see different religions spread, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see. My biggest worry off the start is that the other nations won't get their independence. So we'll just be one nation that is buff, and I don't know if we buffed enough for a single province nation to expand. The one thing I did to try to make sure they were really buff, I gave them 100 development. Yeah, and then the next spot is 5, so it's a little strong for the area. So hopefully, yeah, it's actually kind of strong for the time period now that I think about it. Well, maybe that's a little bit too much of a, but hopefully it helps. The reason why we are doing this video is because it was suggested, and this religion is kind of unique. It's one of the oldest continuously practiced religions, so that means it's been practiced for kind of like the longest period of time continuously. I don't think it's the most, but it's one of the longest, so it's very interesting to see. You probably might not have even heard about it because it's a very unique religion that is usually only in this area, the Iran area. So hopefully we see them expand. It would be cool to see. We could do stuff with the Jewish faith, other faiths. There's plenty of faiths in here that we almost never see, especially over in India and in Africa. So we could maybe buff some of them to see them expand. But this should be interesting to see because this is definitely an area that we never see a power and almost never focus in videos. So we might see some stuff we usually don't pay attention to. I have some bad news. We have one nation that's following this religion now. Gillen is the only nation that's following it. The other nations that followed it, they all converted already. So I guess these nations right in the beginning all convert immediately. So Zoroastrianism has one nation to carry the religion. Yeah, this might be a wash of a video because I don't know if this nation is buffed enough. So I might buff them a little bit more, to be honest. Because I want them to spread this religion to the whole world, and now that there's only one nation, yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard. So hopefully they can do it. We should have done this at the start of the video, but let's take a look at this religion and look at some of the tenets. So we have divine marriage, which adherents are married to close family members, have a 10 opinion from vassals of the same faith. Okay. That's kind of interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Kind of incest. Hosting a feast, all cool for piety. Sky burials, rulers can give their ancestors sky burial, gaining piety and pleasing their vassals. That's pretty cool. Sin, lazy, I like it. Deceitful, sadistic, yep, good. Diligent, honest, just, yeah. Male dominated, righteous, theocratic. Consorts and concubines, I hate that so much. Must be approved, okay, you know. And looks like some stuff is shunned, and ooh, criminal same-sex marriage. Gotta get with the times. Zoroastrianism, it's okay now. And then, yeah, so pretty interesting religion. Holy sites are definitely here in like Iran or like the Middle East, so hopefully they gain them all. It's gonna be hard for them because they're pretty much controlled by the Islamic world right now. So they're doing pretty good. Gillen is, they're now just Anid, and they're doing pretty good. They aren't spreading the religion yet, but Abbasid is starting to feel the heat. I think they were trying to go after their first holy site over here, so I think that was a good call. Hopefully they expand over to the west as well. And east, you know, I would love to see it, and hopefully they kill the Byzantines. Maybe we should just make videos that beat up the Byzantines all the time. That would be fun to see. But you know, Yesterday, in my last video, I mentioned, or it wasn't yesterday, it was a couple days ago, but I mentioned that I would buff the Byzantines if that video got 100 likes, so hopefully that didn't happen. And if it did, I'm going to be upset. We're approaching the year 900, and the religion is slowly starting to spread. All the other religions that were here, that were the Zoroastrianism, I really butchered it there, Zoroastrianism, they're all eliminated. So it's literally just them. I think, actually, yeah, there's a little bit up there, but they are literally the last hope for this religion to survive. Hopefully they do well and they spread it. The nation is looking good, but you know, they still got a couple of hurdles / the Byzantines and the Abbasids still. So hopefully they keep going and they go strong. Our nation's freaking screwed. Karen, a fucking Karen is, oh shit, I don't swear in my videos, I forgot, sorry. But Karen is going to take out our nation, I can tell. Karen, those Karens, they're pretty awful, so hopefully they don't wipe out our nation here. But besides that, our nation is doing pretty good. I like to see that, you know. Hopefully they keep on expanding and don't blow up. Also, because this is really focused on religion, we're going to keep on checking the religion map mode out. Cathar is back from the last video. Good to see them back. I've never seen them before, and they're 2 videos in a row. Good to see. We're going to check the religion map mode a lot to see how this religion's doing. And if they change their faith, I will strike them down like a god. I will destroy our nation that we've built if they change their faith. I'm not even kidding. If they change it, they're executed. Something actually cool and unique about this video, because usually when we buff a nation, we see it collapse occasionally and we get upset. It's okay if this nation collapses here, because all we care about really is this religion spreading. It's going to take a while, but hopefully we see the religion take over the world, or at least a big chunk of it. I would love to see them actually take over Asia and India, because usually we don't focus on this area that much, and it would be cool to like really focus over here. So I really want them to go east. Never eat. Yep, east, because it would be cool to be focused on this area. Also, it would be great for them to 1v1 the Mongols. I always love nations 1v1ing the Mongols. It's pretty cool. Also, Byzantines, get the frick out of Khazaria. Leave Khazaria alone, Byzantines! God damn, you're just like Karen. God. We're like, you know, 150 years in, and we're looking pretty good. It's like kind of like a mediocre nation. It's really preventing the Byzantines from spreading, so I think the Byzantines actually might not do too good in this video. Religion-wise, it's spreading quite well, and I'm pretty glad about that. Hopefully we see it to still spread. The Abbasids somehow are still here. I thought they would collapse at this point. I think they're like about to collapse, so I don't think we're going to see them for much longer. And no one else is really sticking out to me. It's really just this nation that's expanding, which is kind of weird. Usually we see someone break out, but really no one's really doing anything. Our nation here, Justin, has formed an empire. Technically, they formed the Persian Empire, but they have renamed it to their own because of their unique religion, which I don't even want to pronounce either of them anymore. Zoroastrianism, you know, I kind of got it. It's a little hard to pronounce, but they're doing good. They're expanding. I do think that they will be good for now. It's just whether or not they will collapse at any point. I don't think anyone's going to bother them. Europe is looking pretty weak. We have Lotharia looking pretty good, actually. They usually die at some point. Same with Westphalia, but you know, no one's really here to stop them because the Byzantines actually ain't looking too good. We have a very interesting white Rus. So it is Russian, but it's a Jewish Russia, which is interesting. Doesn't really happen too often. They're looking pretty powerful. I don't know if they're actually going to form anything, but this nation could stay together because a lot of it is Russian and the religion is pretty well intact. So hopefully they'll do good, especially with the Byzantines not being a threat. We might see a powerful Jewish Russia, which is quite interesting. Okay, I got some hate in one of my videos for not mentioning Mali doing good. Hey, Ghana is looking really good down here in Africa. Same with Sahara. Look, they're doing so good. Mali's not doing good, but I think this nation might become Mali or something. Please don't flame me anymore. I know I missed it. I don't know how I missed it. I'm just stupid. I'm sorry. I never apologized for it, but yes, I did miss Mali in that one video. Yeah. Look, West Frankia doing good too. Yeah. I have a bad feeling this nation's expanding too fast. They're not very developing their land, and they're just rapidly expanding. I have a feeling they're gonna blow up within the next like 100 years, and I'm gonna be pretty upset because they're way too big, way too fast, and it's bad. I think they're gonna blow up really soon. Did Scotland have a secret buff? I don't remember them having a secret buff. I don't even think there's been a patch recently, but Scotland's doing kind of good in this video too. If you didn't watch the last video, you should check it out. Scotland was insane. It was probably the most impressive run from any nation ever. Yeah, link in description, top right hand corner. It was insane, absolutely insane. It wasn't even about them, but Scotland did crazy. What I didn't realize is the Islamic faith is gonna feel pain. Usually this area becomes very Islamic or Orthodox, so it's gonna really weaken the Islamic and Orthodox religions. So this is gonna be interesting because really the major religions right now are Catholic, the one we're buffing that I cannot pronounce, and the Jewish faith. So this is kind of interesting. Astru's doing really good too, because they're not really pressured. So it'd be cool to see like what's gonna happen, because there's some prominent religions that usually get weakened, but their nations are weakened. So kind of weird. I have no idea how they're actually doing this good. So I had the first ruler was like really buffed. He lasted to like year 150. He died, and then I would be like, oh, they're gonna collapse. They didn't. Then the next ruler died. They still didn't collapse. And then the next ruler died. They're not falling apart for some reason, and I'm not actually sure why that's the case. Usually nations always fall apart after a ruler, even if it's the best succession law. I do not understand why they're staying together so well. I don't know if it's because of the religion being so OP, but it's insane. Look at how far the religion spread. It's crazy. It's one of the most prominent religions in the world right now. The only problem will be the Mongols in maybe like 150 years, but besides that, they actually seem unstoppable. And I didn't really do that much to make them unstoppable. I'm a little confused, to be honest. So they're spreading. Yeah. It appears I have spoken too soon. I say that, and then they got into an independence war, and then he immediately got captured. The ruler. So yeah, now this is a mess, and now I kind of want to stop recording this video. Our religion is crazy, but at what cost? At what cost? This is some disgusting, and like the colors are kind of similar. Like, you know what, I'm gonna wait another 100 years before I come back. This is just awful. Nothing can stop this nation. I do not understand what is going on. They got everything back. I have done so many CK3 videos. This doesn't happen. When a nation blows up, they kind of like stay blown up. This nation blows up, and within 10 years, they get everything back. It's like I'm playing the game, but I'm not. I don't understand how they're doing so good. It's kind of amazing. Like, this is maybe like one of the biggest feats I've ever seen in CK3 by an AI. They're just doing so, and they're not buffed anymore. They literally are no longer buffed. They don't have any buffs. Like, the gold doesn't matter. It's decayed. The only thing they have is this development right here. Besides that, it's an equal playing field. Nothing else is buffed. I don't understand how they're doing so good, and it's actually confusing me. But I love it. It's great. I am seeming mad, but you know, it's actually fantastic, and this is a good video. Good video. Burgundy has been absorbed by this Iberian nation, Islamic nation, but doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Nothing matters at this point. What have I made? I've made a monster. Maybe this religion is what the world needs to be unified. This needs to be the most popular religion in the world, and our world will be unified. Not from like peace, from conquest. Like, holy shit. This is insane. I think it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for finally the fall of this great nation. And it shall be glorious. We shall see it rise from the ashes. No, actually, we're not seeing it rise from the, we're seeing it fall from the heavens. And play, and it shall fall from the heavens. Maybe I'll do some editing, or it's gonna be awkward. And I think this should be the nail in the coffin. If they come back from this, I'm actually gonna like message a developer, because I don't understand like why they would be able to come back. These nations that broke apart, these are huge empires that broke apart, and if they can withstand getting invaded, I would be so shocked. Like, we just have three of the most powerful nations formed from this one nation. Like, you know, like the Three Kingdoms era where like that happened and stuff. Yeah, this is like three huge empires. If this nation conquers them all again, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna absolutely lose it. This Iberian nation took so much out of France, it actually made the Frankia Empire. So what's usually the Frankia Empire was formed by an Iberian nation, because that's how bad France is in this game. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But Porto is looking pretty good. They are pretty powerful. Can they beat our nations, our religion? No, they cannot. Especially because I have a bad feeling he already took back one of the huge empires. I don't understand. This game is, it changes like every time I play it. It's gonna get bad because the ruler of Jusanid, they changed their faith, and I barely realized they changed their faith because it literally is almost spelled the same. This one is Mazarakite, and the religion that we've had is Mazadayan. Don't make me pronounce everything, ever. Don't make me pronounce stuff. Please, for the love of God. But now there's a religion between difference, so he's gonna lose everyone underneath him. So this is going to be the fall of this empire because of the religion change. Yeah, who would have thought, like, you changed the entire world to a different religion and you're just like, hey, JK, let's do a different one. Yeah, no one's gonna follow you, dude. Yeah, so it's gonna get messy real fast here, and just in time for the Mongols to invade. So we might have a really successful Mongols for the first time. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Yeah, this is pretty bad. We have Bahaman, which is really good. We have Karen's back? I thought we got rid of Karen. God damn it. Ali's looking really good. This is a powerful kind of like Egypt. I don't think they're Egyptian culture. None of these guys are Egyptian culture. But you know, we got two pretty much powerful nations. We got the Bahamas and we got Ali. I know that's not the Bahamas, but you know, let me make a joke or two. Thank you very much. This is what I thought would happen with the Mongols. Since we have really big nations, but they're not that strong, the Mongols are going to go to war with them and just take big bites out of them. They take empire bites out, not just kingdom bites out. So they are looking pretty good, and this is a fresh Mongol empire. They're still on their first ruler, who is very young. So we might see them get a lot of land here. It's going to be interesting to see the damage they do, because the Mongols never stay. It's just about like how much damage do they do to the world. We've gone full circle. The Mongols adopted our religion. So now they are our religion. Zoroastrianism? I can't pronounce it. I give up. But they have adopted the religion too. So yeah, the religion is everywhere. They're like a different version of it up here, but you know, it's still the same religion. It's just a different version. And this green nation and this blue nation are now the two main nations, and they're doing insane. There's also this Polish one that's looking really good, but they're nowhere near this green or blue one. So we really got to see. And then there's Porto, who's not even a part of this, but you know, they're still fighting off this religion. They're pretty much the only hope left in the world. If it's not them or the British Isles, they'll probably get conquered, you know. We have 50 years left, and pretty much every nation I've talked about, mentioned, or even looked at is gone at this point. Nothing looks familiar. The only thing I recognize is England and Iceland. Yes. Yeah, this is the only thing I recognize somehow. Everything else is so different because of the unique religion that I don't see any familiar name. That is where we're at. Did we successfully spread this religion everywhere and have the rise of it? Yes. Did we make a monster in the process? Absolutely. Is my hair messed up because I just came from the gym and was wearing a hat? Yes, please don't make fun of me. We are at the end of the game, and Zoroastrianism, which I cannot pronounce, has dominated the world. Hopefully in editing I have fixed it in some way. I don't know how I will do it, but every time I say the religion, hopefully I put something in for you guys to hear the actual pronounce. Zoroastrianism. Yeah, I can't pronounce, but we spread it across the world. So the rise of it has definitely happened. The pain in my eyes is everywhere though, but we have a couple powerful nations. It was cool to see the rise of this empire happen, but then it fell. This is technically Russia over here, which is kind of cool. But there's been a ton of empires that have formed throughout this video and have expanded. The Persian Empire was the biggest one we saw for most of the video. Besides that, there's a couple other ones that really got messed up. lots of the borders got really messed up in this game. But if you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm probably going to start posting like at least 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then maybe a special video Tuesday and Thursday. And we might start doing Let's Plays again. So if you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and check out some other videos on the screen right now. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye.